Yes, I did film this a month ago. Just thought I would mention that. Sorry!
Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Kitsub. I look freaking insane right now, I know. That is on purpose. I'm just gonna get right into this. This is like a chatty get ready with me to do nothing. I'm literally just gonna take pictures and film TikToks. I'm going for all lavender goth. I have a wig cap on because I'm putting on a wig, but hold on, this is getting in my way. I really need a haircut. I am aware, trust me. Yeah, I look insane, I know. Also, these contacts are low-key expired. Oh my god, I look like an egg. Okay, I'm gonna start with my primer. Yeah, I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is not a tutorial, by the way. I'm literally just gonna be yapping. And I'll, like, explain what I'm doing. Because my vision is kind of, like, ghosty, lavender. It's pretty much just, like, trad goth, but lavender is the best way I could describe it, like what I'm going for. So yeah, I'm just putting on my primer right now. Oh, that sound was nasty. I already have my contacts in because you should always put in your contacts before you do your makeup, if you didn't know that. These contacts are low-key, as I said, I don't know if I said they're expired by like a week or two, but it's fine. They're from Moco Queen. They're really cool. I love them, but they are really uncomfortable, probably because they're expired. I'm definitely not going to leave them in for very long, trust me. I'm going to be doing my makeup, taking pictures, filming TikToks, and then cleaning my hands and taking those bitches out because I do not want to damage my eyesight. And I will never be doing this again. It's literally just because I'm broke right now and I really, really want to do this look. And I'm impulsive because I'm on winter break. I know I said I was going to post another video last week, but it just did not happen. I'm sorry. I am really upset about it because I wanted to, but it just didn't end up working out because I ended up getting way more busy than I thought I was going to be. I'm going to be really busy next week, but I'm going to try. No promises, but I'm going to try to get at least one video out. Okay, primer is on. I'm going to let this set for a second before I put on my foundation, but I'm going to talk to you guys about what foundation I use. I'm going to be doing like a full white base, so when I do a full white base, I use the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Foundation. I do like this stuff, but I will say it is very sheer. You have to apply a lot of layers and then also a good setting powder to get it like fully white. Always like either like caking off like from sweat or oil, or it's like flaking off from dryness. So, you know, definitely not the best if you have sensitive skin because it does also irritate my skin a little bit. If anyone has any like suggestions, I'm very open to trying other products, but this is just the one that has worked the best for me so far out of the ones I've tried. So yeah, okay, I feel like this is set. I do not have a technique. If that is not obvious, I literally just do whatever and hope it looks good. Oh my god, I look like an egg. Okay, I'm gonna start just applying this. So for like what I've been up to, a couple of days ago I went to hang out with a friend, and then on the train ride back, I was in this event early, but I didn't get in time, so I found another way to watch it. But I saw the first episode of the new Bridgerton season because I am, oh, hold on, let me flip my septum up. Septum is flipped up. Okay, continuing, what I was saying was I got to watch the first episode of season 4, and I won't give any spoilers, but I did really, really like it actually. I definitely think based off the first episode, I'm gonna enjoy it more than the third season, because I found the third season really underwhelming, just as a lot of other people did. And I will say, especially the makeup, I'm glad they're going in a more natural direction now, because the full glam was in fact throwing me off majorly. So these are like obstructing my eyesight, so I'm gonna have to get like very close to this because this is my mirror. I don't have a mirror up here on my desk, so I am literally using my phone as my mirror. I did not like Sophie's mask, I will say. I think that it overpowered her face, but I will say it's good for the whole like masquerade thing because obviously they won't recognize her because her whole fucking face is covered. Yeah, I'm really excited. I did reread. I had previously read the book, but I reread it, and I just have to say it just reminded me of like why I don't read the books. They're just like, they do not treat their female characters very kindly. You really have to suspend your level of belief, but as a feminist, I just can't do it. So it was a really hard read for me, because just so much misogyny that I know it's set in like the Regency era, but still, I think I'm just too woke or whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna get onto another topic. I don't want to yap about that for too long. I'm going to a concert next week, and I high-key, okay, I think one of them was like I Promised the World, but I forgot the other band. I gotta listen to them both more before the actual concert. I need to prepare myself. I'm going because I'm going with a friend. I'm going to be moving back into my dorm on the 24th, which is in like a week, and I'm gonna be starting my classes on that Monday, which I am, can't lie, dreading a little bit, just because my schedule doesn't really have any classes that I'm excited about. But I mean, to be fair, I wasn't exactly excited about my classes last semester, but I feel like I had at least a couple prospects. But I do have some classes with some friends, so at least I'll have people I know that can suffer with me. Make it a little more manageable, you know, a little more tolerable. As you can tell, we're getting somewhere. Just trying to get everything covered. Also, I would glue down my eyebrows, but I'm lazy and I'm just gonna follow the shape of them when I do that. Like, I know how to glue down my eyebrows. I want to shave them though, but my mom is like very against it. I know that they grow back, but she's always saying they won't grow back, and she just doesn't get it. But I live in her house half the time, and also like, I do understand it. I will look like a weird little alien, but that's kind of the point for me. I want to look like a weird little alien. I don't want to look human. Ever since I guess for me, having a boyfriend helps, but I've centered men in a lot of ways to where, for me, I don't do anything for external validation in terms of like my appearance, really. Like, obviously, I am still a people pleaser like in my actions, but at least in my appearance, I do everything for me. Like, I have vision, like, since I was a little kid, but I never knew how to execute them and I was too scared to, but I've always had a lot of like really like, I don't have like a super vivid imagination, I guess, but when it comes to like fashion and makeup, I have a vivid imagination on like, I will have a vision on like what I want and like how I want to execute it, and like I want to execute it in that way. Like, even for this makeup look I'm going to be doing, I have like a vision of what I want, which will help me execute it the way that I want. So that's like a big thing for me, and that goes for outfits too. Like, I'll like kind of build an outfit in my head, and obviously all the time it won't turn out the way that I want it to, but that's why whenever people like ask me how I build outfits, it's a little bit hard for me to explain sometimes, because most of the time I actually like, for my like entire life, I guess as an artist, this goes for anything that I create, including outfits, I will go to sleep, and like when I'm like trying to fall asleep at night, I will like think up some ideas for outfits or makeup, like future like things I want to do. And that goes also like back when I was really into writing. I guess you would call it maladaptive. I don't think it's maladaptive daydreaming, but I would like have like really vivid, it's like not visions, but I would have like really vivid stories in my head, and then I would write about them. Like, that's the way my brain has always worked. So I guess I do have a vivid imagination. I don't know if maybe this is just being an autistic person, when I hear the phrase picture it in my head, I think of like having like the full vision in your head, and I don't. Like, I have like a very blurry, I guess is the word. Like, it's not like vivid, it's not like super like clear. Like, to me it's clear, but it's not like a clear picture. Not in the same way that, let's say, like a memory is vivid. That's the best way I can describe it. And like that same goes for my dreams. But like, I've had like really vivid dreams before that have felt like memories. I don't know, my brain is really confusing. Maybe it's just because I'm very neurodivergent. I do really want to take YouTube more seriously this year. I know I've been saying that for a long time, but like, I really do mean it this time. Like, because since I was a little kid, I used to daydreaming about having a YouTube channel, and I would like talk to myself all the time, and I'd be like, hi YouTube. That was like a thing I used to do. So I want to actually be able to like do that, like consistently, upload consistently. I'd love to have like a weekly upload schedule. I would love to be able to do that sometime this year, so that's a goal of mine. Sorry, I feel like I was being really slow with my bass, but it's kind of just because I'm yapping and I'm doing it like really passively. But I'm now gonna use my LA Girl Pro Conceal white concealer just for areas that tend to lift for me. So over here always lifts for me. Anywhere in the nose, like bottom area, lifts a lot for me. So I'm just kind of applying it around here, and then I'm just gonna smooth that out. Just say, because I recently found out, I'm pretty sure e.l.f. is also like really bad company for like many reasons. So when I run out of this bottle, I won't be using this anymore. I won't be purchasing from e.l.f. So if you could give me any like cruelty-free like brands with good primers that actually like especially for like more sensitive skin, but that like, you know, support Palestine and are cruelty free, and you know, not just like horrible companies, I would love to know. Ideally if I could get them at like drugstore, but if not, if I have to order it online, that's okay. But I recently found that out, and I do not want to purchase from e.l.f. anymore. So if you didn't know that, you can do your research, but it's just not a great company to be buying from. So, but obviously that's your own choice. I'm not going to judge. Now I'm going to go on my under eyes because it also lifts a lot over here. And I'm also going to do around here because it also lifts a lot around my lips. I'm first going to smooth that out before I go into other stuff. I know it's not perfect, but like I feel like this is good enough. So I'm now gonna go in with, I have this from the set that I worked on from my roommate for their makeup that I did with my other roommates. So I have this from that they gave me. It's the RCMA makeup no color powder. I prefer this over the one that I used to use because I feel like when I'm doing like a more in-depth look, it turns out better in my opinion. So I'm just gonna set this. Another thing that's on my mind, just because recently a lot, like it's been like more common, I guess, since my relationship is technically like longer term. Like I know it's not like, to some people like 2 years is probably nothing, and even though we're not like at 2 years yet, we're at like a year and a half, but like to me that's like a pretty long-term relationship. And like recently I've had like more of my friends asking me for like relationship advice, like since I guess I'm in a long-term relationship, or at least like, you know, fully like committed, like loving relationship that I feel is very healthy. But I just find it really interesting since this is my first relationship I've ever been in, and like whenever people ask me for relationship advice, and a lot of it is about like, oh, what pace should I do this, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just being autistic, but for me at least, my mindset when it comes to like the pace is whatever feels right for both of you. There's no right or wrong answer, like, oh, when should I meet their parents? It's like, there's no right or wrong answer. Some people meet their partner's parents before they even started dating, and other people it takes a little bit. It just depends on your personal relationship. Same with like, oh, like when should we be intimate? Again, that's your own personal preference. Like there's no right or wrong answer. So whenever people like ask that, I'm always just like, that's up to you really. Like don't do anything you're not comfortable with. Don't feel pressured to do something that you're not ready for. But I know obviously it's very complex. Overall, I guess what I'm just trying to say is don't do anything that you're not ready for, because you shouldn't make yourself or your partner uncomfortable. Because when it comes to a relationship, you want to both feel comfortable and happy. Obviously, there will be hardships and conflict, disagreements. That's a natural part of being in a relationship, because as humans, we might not always agree with each other, but it's how you navigate those. You know, this goes for any relationships, whether it be friendships or romantic relationships, or however you define your personal relationship with someone. As humans, we aren't always going to agree with each other. I know it sucks. I hate conflict just as much as the next person. I'm a major peacemaker, and I always try to find the best way to go about it with the least amount of conflict. But I guess, once again, with the way that I view social things, when it comes to relationships in general, I never understand why people just can't communicate the way that they're feeling. Because for me, personally, my brain makes it that it's all I can think about, and I need to let it out or I will like actually go insane. But again, that's just like how I am as a person overall. Because, also, yeah, I know I look crazy, but like I'm feeling my face to make sure it's set completely. Don't be afraid to voice the way that you feel. If someone is doing something, like if someone that you love is doing something that you personally are feeling very uncomfortable with, you should have a discussion about that, because it's healthier if you do, because otherwise it will just build unnecessary resentment. When you build like a level of just like resentment for someone, it is a lot harder to recover after something bad happens. Usually do contour next. For contour, I have this palette. I don't know if Morphe's like ethical. I got this quite a few years ago, before I like cared about the makeup brands I buy from. It's the Morphe, because I know they work with James Charles, so I don't know about them, but it's the Ultra 35L Ultra Lavender Artistry palette. I love this palette to death. It is so freaking pretty. I'm going to be going in, I'm not really sure entirely like what colors, but I always do these purpley ones. For my contour, I'm probably going to use Electro Bloom, if you can see that. Or, sorry, Lavender Code. I'm probably going to use Lavender Code because it's like a little gray tone, which will be kind of what I'm going for. I'm going to be using this brush and just go in with that. I do the fishy face. I took a makeup class this last semester, which was really cool. But I still low-key have no technique. I just do what I want and hope it looks good. And I mean, hey, it works for me. The fun little technique, if you have a sharp edge, I like to do. I just remembered this. Helps to get a sharper edge. Just so y'all know, like my vision is halfway like just non-existent right now. Like I can only see halfway. These contacts, fucking horrible for my seeing. So like this probably looks fucking horrible, but I just want it to be visible. I can see that. So now let me get it to be able to be seen on this side. Yeah, I like cannot see. I need to like speed it up though, because like I need to like film TikToks and stuff, but then also I'm gonna watch Degrassi with my mom tonight. Because I'm on season 12 right now. And Adam and Becky just started dating. Oh my god, wait, that's spoilers. Well, it's been out for years. I feel like I can say it. They just started dating. Well, no, Becky is going to like conversion therapy or whatever. I don't even. Whack ass show. It's my first time watching it all the way through. I remember it was on Teen Nick. I used to feel so mega cool and adult when I would watch it, because I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. And I actually did when I had Degrassi on. Like my mom got really mad because I was a really little kid. And I think it was around these seasons, because it had to have been in like the 2011, 2013 range when I was young, because I was born in 2004, so yeah, I was really young, and it was back when we had cable, so had to be a very long time ago. That's like a decent start for the contour. Now I'm going to go with the eyebrows, and I'm doing like the trad goth shape, but I can't even lie, I'm doing this very weirdly. I'm using a fucking like, this is like everything. It's like an eye pencil, lip pencil, everything. It's like a multi-use one, and it's multi-stick semi-matte color icon by Wet n Wild. It's like this lavender shade. I'm just gonna go over my eyebrows with it. I'm gonna try to like create that trad goth kind of like straight shape up to like here, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. You can always cover this under part. Also, with where I am in Degrassi, I might as well tell you my opinions on the ships. I really liked Sean as a character, so I liked him with Emma, and I also really liked him with Ellie because Emma got on my nerves a lot. I loved Manny and Jay when Jay actually stopped being an asshole. I really like Eli and Claire, but I've heard some rumors, but I'm not there yet, so mixed opinions on Adam and Becky just right now because of how she used to be like really transphobic. And she low-key was being transphobic again. But I don't know. Okay, this looks really bad right now. Trust the process, y'all. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before many, many times. Oh, that looks really bad right now. Trust the process! I know what I'm doing. Or do I? No, I know what I'm doing. I just have to shape them more. That's literally the problem. I use another color just to get, because this is a little bit more precise. It's also similar enough that I feel like it's okay. There we go. Much better. We're gonna go with that for now. I'll do reshaping later. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna start with like a lighter lavender. I'm gonna do the lo-fi shade. Oh my god, I'm such a makeup guru. Which one is it? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. This one. See, this is why I cannot do a makeup tutorial. I'm just too disorganized. Like, I'm gonna film like a short one for like my standard makeup on my TikTok because I've had quite a few people ask me for it, but like, I promise you, I don't know what I'm doing. I just wing everything. Started doing my makeup kind of late, if I'm being honest. Started learning when I was like 16, which I feel like is decently late. Obviously, like, I feel like I got a lot better with it, but even then, like, I'm not that great. I don't have technique. I just kind of do whatever. When I was in my makeup class, I felt really out of place because I like actually knew what they were doing, and then there was me just being like, me, doing what I want. I always, like, this is just what I do because I like the way it looks on my eye shape because I have hooded eyes. I just do a lighter color and then I use like the crease to use a darker color just to kind of highlight it, I guess. I don't know. I like the way it looks. Okay, I think I'm liking that so far. Again, I'm gonna clean it up in the mirror in a bit, but I think this is like good for what I want right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my mascara. I use, when I'm doing things like this, it's the volumizing color pop mascara. It's this lavender shade. Well, it's more of a dark purple when you actually put it on. Oh god, hold on, it's stuck. I like my lashes really chunky. This mascara doesn't like making my lashes really chunky, so I often have to fight with the wand a lot to get the shapes that I like. Now you're probably wondering what I'm gonna do for like the eyeliner and stuff. So I had my favorite, but I think it's like entirely dried out. It's the Wet n Wild Vivid Brights in lavender, but like I think it's entirely dried out. Cause like I want to draw a swirl around here, but watch this. You know, oh, no, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I have the Athena palette. I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna literally take the wand out of this. What I see people do is they mix it on their hand, so I'm going to do that. Okay, this color is nice. I think it just needs to be a little warmer and darker. So maybe a little more purple will get me there, hopefully. I think that's better. It's not warm enough. We're gonna go with this. I feel like it's close enough. So I just drew this little swirl shape, and I'm gonna do some like dots all around. I don't really have a exact like pattern of what I'm doing. I'm kind of just doing it. I usually would have like a little diagram to go off of, but I don't right now. But it doesn't look bad, so it's fine. I'll say I want to be really precise with the eyeliner, so I might have to go do that in the mirror real quick, just because I have like a very specific way I want to do it, so I will be right back. See, that's not working. I think I'm gonna have to sharpen my other brush. Okay, I feel like that's good for the starring shape, and then I'm gonna go in more with this to do like cute little shapes. Get a little start. We're gonna go in with some highlighter now. I know Goth makeup usually doesn't have highlight, but I'm using this like white shade just to go woo. And I'm literally just using it in these areas. So for my lips, I'm gonna be using this one. It's the one I used on my brows. Basic shape before I like color everything. I'm gonna refine everything in the mirror, but just trying to get basic shapes down. Now I'm gonna do my false lashes. So for my falsies, I only have these lavender ones for bottom lashes. Well, you can use them on the top, but they only really look good on bottom in my opinion, because I do like gyaru kind of lashes a little bit. So I'm gonna do that now. This makeup took a whole lot of touch-ups, but it's not perfect. I only have half vision though, so I feel like I did pretty good for only having half my vision. I know it looks kind of crazy right now, but I'm gonna adjust my wig cap and then grab my wig, which I will say the wig is not the exact color I wanted. It was low-key false advertising. It's way too blue for my liking, but it is what it is. Still gonna work with it. Let me get on the wig first. You can tell it's like bluer than I wanted. I wanted it a little more on the pink side, but it is what it is. I also must say this wig is like not that good in terms of like being well made. Like compared to like some of the other wigs I have, the quality is not as good. Simply not on par with I guess what I'm typically used to in a wig. No, I should probably style it, but will I? No. Like, yeah, the lacing could be better, I feel. I'm gonna get some hair clips and we're gonna work with that. I'll be right back. Let me just get the hair clips in. This wig definitely isn't the thickest wig I've owned. It's pretty thin and I don't know, the quality isn't the best, but it's not terrible. I'm not mad at it. Well, maybe I'm a little mad at it, but not that mad at it. Okay. Hold on, I have to fix it again, and then I'm gonna show you the finished look. Well, the light is weird. I don't know what just happened. Just trying to show you, like, the general makeup with the wig. I guess the color match isn't that bad. Okay, I'm gonna fix it real quick, and then I'm gonna show you the full look. Okay, this is what I've ended up with. I feel this is what I wanted. I don't know why I didn't say it. It's very shironuri. Yeah, I feel like I'm a ghost. It's really pretty. I have to wash that off, but I like it. And then I'm gonna give like a full outfit tour. Got my lavender tights with these just platform sandals. Got this maxi skirt with another maxi skirt that I kind of put as a dress with this corset top that my roommates got me for my birthday. And then this top. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. For the hair clips, I have these two and then this one, and I have some necklaces on. I feel like that's about all. Yeah, I'll do like a final little montage. I definitely feel like this wig is not the color I exactly wanted, but it's fine. Yeah, that's about all. Thank you so much for watching this little video. I hope it wasn't too annoying. Yeah, okay, bye. Please like, comment, subscribe if that's something you're interested in.